Brawl Finals, Brawl Stars' most famous event, gathering thousands of people to see one team rise and claim the trophy, as well as the huge cash prize. But what if I told you it all starts with the Championship Challenge? Yes, that event where you need to win 15 times to be qualified, eliminating more than 95% of Brawl Stars players. And today I'm trying to qualify my mini account. The rules are simple. I'm only allowed to play with randoms, I can only use one brawler, and if I lose, I have to claim my free rewards in the shop. But it ain't any free rewards. You see, I'm on a quest of making the rarest mini account. And that's why in my shop, I have to claim not only the Adidas title, but also the free Doug Gold skin, which will make me start to 0 and ruin my mini account. So we can't miss this. That said, let's choose our brawler. Yeah, we don't have that many options. I think we have to go with Surge, but he's actually quite broken right now. The first one is Bounty in Layer Cake. Yeah, that's going to be easy. No plan needed, just hide behind walls and jump on everyone using Super. There's nothing really to point out, but here are the best plays of my first 3 games. Last knockout game. If we lose this one, I'm deleting Brawl Stars. Man, I have to go in with my hypercharged super. It's pretty risky since they're only 2 stars away from winning, thanks to the amazing support of my teammates. And don't forget, every season, I host a free Brawl Pass giveaway for one lucky subscriber, and it could be you. Stay tuned to find out when the next giveaway happens. And now comes Hotzone. Honestly, I'm glad it comes as the second game mode, as this could have been almost impossible facing Masters and Pros. But here is the game plan. The goal will be to always stay either behind the small triangle or to stay in the bush to keep pressure on my opponents, making their way to the zone impossible if they aren't coordinated. And here's how it went. Game 1 was a small roller coaster. Even though our opponents weren't that good, no, let's be honest, they were bad. I crashed at the beginning of the game and couldn't get good positioning afterwards as I was outranged by all the enemy brawlers. Yeah, that was a misplay. I should have supered in the bush, where I would have been protected by the wall, and once here I could have attacked them from behind. However, we abused Sandy's super each time we wanted to push. And with a final hypercharge that managed a team wipe, we claimed the victory. After that, in Game 2, our opponents rage quitted. But here comes Game 3. As you can see, our opponents aren't that good, and I was able to stay the whole game behind the small wall as planned, applying so much pressure they couldn't push at all. And the game finished in less than 2 minutes. Didn't die once. This game was too easy. But now came Knockout. Normally, this would have been the perfect map for Surge, as I could jump on the enemy team and combine attack, gadget, and super, and I could team wipe. But I knew that while Brock was a really good pick, I wouldn't have any walls to hide behind, and therefore I would be pushed by my opponents too easily. So I hoped to be with good randoms and pressed the play button, thinking of my free rewards I couldn't lose. And yeah, the exact opposite happened. I can't lie. I was definitely stressed at that moment. But as a longtime Brawl Stars player, I knew the enemy team wasn't made up of pros, and we still had a chance to win. As soon as the game started, I rushed behind the walls, hoping to catch my opponents by surprise. I didn't have to wait long. The Meg ran straight toward me, probably thinking I was an easy target. But with my team's support, we took her down, turning it into a 3v2 in our favor. After a small fight, we claimed the first round. But I knew the second one wouldn't be as simple as the Meg will learn from her mistakes. Well, that was what I thought. And with a final hypercharge, I claimed the victory. But honestly, I was a bit disappointed with the enemy team. However, I didn't even have time to check their profiles before jumping straight into Game 2, where we faced some pretty bad players. Even though they had a Brock, we pushed them hard and absolutely cooked them. And even before the game started, I knew we were cooked. Kit plus Bolt was a combo we couldn't beat, but to my surprise, the Kit wasn't careful, and I managed to get a kill, ruining their strategy. And little by little, we killed their team, claiming the first round, giving us hope. Maybe we could win this. Hope didn't last long when the bulldozer arrived. It flattened us all easily. We couldn't do a thing when they combined Kit and Bolt Super. They won the second match and then the third as well, making this my first loss. But I wasn't giving up that easily. I still have 3 other possible losses. When Game 4 started, I almost rage quit the challenge. This was literally the worst matchup I could have asked for. I was with an assassin against 3 long-range brawlers, including a Brock. And just as I expected, we were completely outranged right from the start. We were stuck in the open with nowhere to hide, while the poison gas kept closing in behind us. This was, without a doubt, one of the worst games I played in a long time. Now I only had 2 losses left, and the pressure building up. The stress got to me, and I played terribly. I got taken out at the very start of every single round, and my teammates couldn't carry me. We lost that game too. For a second, I genuinely thought I was doomed to lose on my final knockout match. But I wasn't about to give up just yet. So I took a moment to breathe, took a little break, grabbed something to eat. Nah, just kidding. I queued straight into the next game. Game 5. My last chance. And I was facing another Brock. Why? At least this time I was paired with 2 long-range brawlers. As soon as the game started, I rushed to get a good position and waited for that Mandy to make a mistake. But the Brock had other plans and forced me out of my spot. Luckily, I managed to keep my super. My teammates and I were getting pushed back, so I decided to dive onto the tick with my super to scare him and give my teammates a chance to counterattack. But things didn't go as planned. I only managed to distract the tick, and my teammates traded 1 for 1. Not exactly what I was hoping for. At that point, I was starting to feel completely useless, and was even questioning my decision to play Surge until the perfect opportunity appeared. Without thinking twice, I jumped in with my super, fired, and got a kill. It wasn't the target I was aiming for, but that's exactly why you should never auto-aim, even in a point-blank fight with a bomb flying towards you. I missed my super's landing damage, but thankfully the Brock finished the job for me. The next round didn't go much better. Our Brock got cooked in a 1v1, and with nowhere to run, I had to back off. Angelo thought he had an easy kill, but he got cornered and taken out, turning it into a 3v1. I activated Super Saiyan mode, eliminated the Mandy, and then immediately died. The final round started, and once again the Brock wanted revenge, only to get absolutely toasted by a hypercharge. That gave me a free Mandy kill, and this time Angelo finished off the Brock, leaving us in a free 2v1. I was safe for now. I had no more second chances. One mistake, and it was all over. But then came Brawlball, my favorite game mode to play with Surge. He can be a great counter to aggressive brawlers while also being incredibly aggressive himself. And on pinball, Surge can be especially dangerous if you manage to catch your opponents off guard by jumping over the walls. Combine that with the right gadget, and you can pull off some really nasty plays. Yeah, we're not losing this one. But I'll use this game to show you how to farm free trophies with Surge in Brawlball. And, more importantly, what you should avoid doing. First thing, and probably the most important, always keep your super at the beginning of the game. Get behind the walls, apply pressure, and wait for the perfect opportunity to make your move. Here, you can see that everyone was stuck in the small corner near the Gus with no one in front of me. So I jumped over the wall to keep them trapped there and make the most of my splash damage. I then waited for Gus to get his super, which he eventually charged and activated, allowing us to score our first goal. And all of this happened simply because I kept my super and waited for the perfect opportunity. The second round was even easier. Meg activated her hypercharge and wiped out the last two opponents, giving us a free goal. Avoid being toxic. Sometimes, people just want to play a game after having a bad day, so they might not be playing at their best. Being toxic toward them only makes their experience worse. Instead, respect your good teammates and always report cheaters or players who intentionally give up even if they're on the enemy team. You don't want to end up playing with them in your next game. And remember, everyone was a bad random at some point. If randoms really annoy you, play with a team instead. You can see here that I kept my super until the perfect moment, which allowed us to push our opponents back. But after that, I used it way too soon. And this is the perfect example of why you should always remember the objective of the game mode. In Brawlball, the goal isn't to get killed, it's to score. That mistake ended up costing our opponents a goal. And here, pushing the enemy team back allowed our Colt to score with his super, securing the win for us. Only one Brawlball game left. Here, the enemy Surge used his super way too early. He was trying to get better positioning, but because I still had mine, he got pushed back really easily. That allowed me to wait for the perfect opportunity and take the Surge out of the fight. With the help of my teammates, we got the team wipe and scored the goal. And again, the enemy Surge used his super way too soon. But this time, our Griff played way too aggressively, completely ruining my plan. However, I also made a mistake here and used my super way too quickly. And don't ask me how our Griff managed to score that last goal, Heist. This is probably the hardest game mode for Surge. The only plan I had when I picked him was to stay back in the bushes and defend. Then, with my super, I could quickly switch lanes and surprise my opponents. But all of that would only work if I had high damage brawlers on my team who would break the Heist. I'm not losing this game. We might not be the highest DMG team, however we will defend our side of the map so well that they won't be able to win. Yeah, I was a bit too confident. I should have stayed on defense. I just got annoyed because that Miko was jumping everywhere and we were already about to finish the game. Why waste my time chasing him? Only 2 games left. The next 2 won't be easy. I might not get the best teammates, and I could end up facing some really strong opponents. Okay, this could either be an easy win if we manage to hold control on defense with the Nani and let our Miko deal the damage to the safe, or it could turn into a slaughter if all 3 of our opponents gain control of the map, because then we won't be able to push them back. I could have used my super to jump over her dash, but it wasn't that big of a mistake because everything else went perfectly. They never got anywhere near our safe, while our Miko slowly chipped away at theirs until we won. Okay, one last game to go. I can't make any mistakes here. Why? No! I added that screen time reminder just to know when I'd been gaming for an hour. And it had to pop up at literally the worst possible moment. Please, teammates, carry me. And at least let my bot not be completely useless. At least we're not in that bad of a position. My teammates managed to deal some damage to the enemy safe, but they didn't really defend, so that was going to be my job. I got off to a rough start, and I definitely shouldn't have underestimated him. You see how broken his gadget is. But that Brock is actually really good. I'm glad we have a Chuck on our team. Let's jump into action. 1 kill. 2 kills. You see, I learned from my mistakes with Colette last game. Finish? Yes! I made it! Comment what challenge I should do next to upgrade my mini account, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out.